guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a soft glam on her. We're going to start by priming her face with some Stay Matte. Okay, so this time guys, I went straight into doing her eyebrows. I did not use my method where I tacked down her eyebrows with my Super Pro glue because her eyebrows were tattooed. I know you guys can't see it in the video, but they were healing, so I didn't want to go over her skin with that glue and possibly irritate her skin because it was already healing. Okay, so after filling in those beautiful brows, we're going to go ahead and conceal them. This is my favorite part. I am using my e.l.f. concealer. I've never used Tarte Tape Shape concealer, but I've heard that this is a runner-up for that. So if you would like, go ahead and run down to your nearest Target, Walmart. This concealer is so bomb to only be a few dollars. I'm going in with my Real Techniques brush to go ahead and blend that concealer out. I love these brushes, guys. To conceal the top of her brows, I use P. Louise in the shade number 1. I live by this method. I love concealing the top of my brows with the darker shade because it doesn't leave that harsh brightness or flashback on top of the brows. So we're going to go in again with our Real Techniques brush and go ahead and buff out that concealer on top of her brows. Hey guys, quick little insight about me. When I'm doing brows, I have really bad anxiety because I want to make sure that I'm getting those brows as close as possible in similarity. I am using P. Louise to prime her lid in the shade number 0.5. We're just going to go ahead and pat that in so that when I use my eyeshadows on her lid, that they show up as vibrant as we want them to be. Using my Beauty Glaze palette, I'm going to go ahead and take a soft nudish brown and go ahead and just buff that in and blend it as best as I can, because this is going to be our base color. A tip to always remember when dealing with your eyeshadows, it is very important to blend. You want to make sure you're buffing that eyeshadow out as best as you can. From the same palette, the Beauty Glaze palette, I am going in with a darker brown just to ombre those colors and give a more defined look instead of just having a plain one base color. Now I'm going in with my P. Louise base in the shade number 1. I am just patting this onto her lid so that once I apply my nude shade, I won't have to worry about blending those colors and them bleeding together. I know you guys are like, dang, she used this brush for everything. I told you guys I love this Real Techniques brush. So I'm just buffing this out onto her lid so that there's no line of demarcation. We just want to pat that not too much, because you do want it to have like a round look on top of her eyelid. You don't want to just keep pushing and then you lose that circular shape on top of her lid. So now I'm just going to pat and stack this nude color on top of her lid. I'm using the same palette that I've used for those 2 brown shades that I went in with first as my base colors. Now I'm going in with a darker brown, more of a chocolatey brown, and this came from my Morph palette. I went in with the darker brown shade because I just don't like to leave that ending of the nude where the colors transition open. I just don't think that's the best idea when you're doing a soft glam. You should always make sure that your colors are always blending seamlessly. Is it just me, or that brown is giving me smoky eye vibes? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this brown. I'm feeling the way it's blending in and transitioning from the lighter brown to the darker brown to the darkest brown, the chocolate brown that we used last. I'm just really feeling how everything just is just flowing together. Like, come on now. Now we're going in with our black eyeliner. I don't know the brand and I don't know where this pencil is from. I wish I could tell you, but it shows up very, very well, and I actually like the way it glides across the under eye. And of course, we had to go in with our black liner. I am not doing a wing liner today. I'm going to do a buffed out wing, which means I'm not going to add the tail part that goes further up. I'm just going to draw it across the top of her lid and then take some black eyeshadow and buff it out at the end so that it just blends with the eyeshadow. Okay, so I know you guys are like, whoa, wait a minute. This just escalated really quickly here. I did her foundation routine off camera because I showed you guys how to do it in my last video. And also, I could not get my contour routine in because my camera died last time. So I just went ahead and buffed out her wing liner. Well, it's not a wing, but I buffed out her liner above her eyes and I applied her foundation off camera. And I allowed you guys to see my contour routine this time. This is my concealer method. I put the lightest shade in the middle and the darker shade on the inner corner and the outside of the eye, so that when it blends together, you have a perfect mixture and you're not too bright because you only use one color, or you're not too dark because you used a darker dull color. So we just put two different colors so that it blends together very nicely and gives us a great highlight underneath the eye. So for her nose contour, I went in with two different shades. I went in with Juvia's Place, and I also went in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, just so that we'll have that two-step method as well for the nose. I know I'm a little late, guys, but I just wanted to let you guys know that for her contour, I used a Black Opal foundation stick. I know a lot of you probably were waiting for me to state what I was using, and I completely forgot. I'm so sorry, guys. To contour her nose, I am using a Real Techniques brush. You can find these at Target, Ulta, Walmart. These are the best brushes. I live by these brushes. So I had to snatch her nose with a Real Techniques brush. What would it be without these brushes? And as you can see, I'm using that same Black Opal that I contour her face with to snatch her nose. Like, just look, guys. Get into the nose. This is art. So now I'm going to use my sculpting brush to just buff out that cheek contour. I sprayed a little bit of my setting spray from NYX on the brush so that it wouldn't be streaky or it wouldn't give me a hard time to blend out. I went ahead and buffed out her contour off camera, and I also applied some translucent powder underneath her eyes and her highlighted areas, also her nose too. I added some gold highlight to her inner corner and the crease of her eyelid because I wanted a glow or a bit of a shimmer so that her eyes could pop completely. I just had to do it. I also added her blush off camera. It's from Black Radiance in the shade Baked Blush. I did not carve out her cheekbones with translucent powder because I wanted it to be just buffed out and have a messy look. So I didn't go in with any setting powder underneath her cheekbone. The lip pencil that I'm using, I got this from my local beauty supply store. I don't know the name of it and I don't know the brand, so I apologize for that, guys. When it comes to lip pencils, I am not that picky. I will get lip pencils from anywhere. Walgreens, Walmart, Target, beauty supply store, anywhere. I also did her lips off camera because I showed you guys how I do my lipstick and lip gloss in the last video. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And this is how you slay a soft glam. Oh, I really appreciate you guys sticking around into the end. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.